Welcome back to Sunday Pips, reviewing pairs for this week. This week I missed all my entries. School final exams I've started. I had to lock in. Don't want to fail my last year. And I probably won't be taking any trades for the next 3 weeks. CHFJPY weekly time frame, we have created this beautiful pin bar, and on the daily we have created this beautiful engulfing candle, confirming that we are rejecting this daily area of interest. On the 4-hour, price was somewhere around here. I anticipated for this to create a pullback to the zone. And we go down to the 1 hour. 1 hour was bullish. Then we shifted bearish to create this pullback on the 4 hour. And once we get to the zone, that's when I wait for the shift of structure. This was the lower high and this was the lower low. We closed above the lower high, shifting bullish. Then we created a beautiful bullish engulfing on the 2 hour. My entry, if I was watching this pair, this is definitely where I would have entered this trade. Stop loss, I would have placed it 15 or 10 pips under the 1 hour high or low, starting from the wicks at 10, 30 at 10, that's 40. And I would have been wicked out. It is what it is, it's part of the game. And some of you probably realized that we were in a downtrend and then closed the trade before that and then re-entered when we broke out. And what a coincidence, we broke out right when 1 hour shifted bullish. This was the lower high and this down here was the lower low. We closed under the lower low, making a new lower low. This then became the lower high. We closed above the lower high, shifting bullish. Then we got another beautiful engulfing candle on the 2 hour, missed it. And take profit was identified on the daily time frame. Whenever we are under this line, we sell, and whenever we're above it, we buy. And like I always tell you, final take profit is always at the daily structure point or the weekly structure point. And since I never took this trade, I'm gonna just remove this risk to reward. Nice. AUDJPY weekly time frame, we were retesting round psychological level 300. 4 hour, we were bullish. This was the higher high and this down here was the higher low. I anticipated for this to shift structure. Price was somewhere around here and then create a pullback. And then in this pullback, we go down to the 1 hour. 1 hour shifted structure when we got to this area of interest, and we created a beautiful bearish engulfing on the 2 hour. But I didn't take this trade because for some reason, whenever price is above this line, price tends to go up. Has happened multiple times. Whenever we're above it, we buy. Whenever we're above it, we buy. And when price was right here, I anticipated for this to go up too, and I was right. Lost, avoided. CADJPY weekly time frame, we were bearish. This was the lower high and this was the lower low. I didn't like this bullish engulfing because a bullish engulfing means strong momentum to the upside, and I was looking for sales, but price did what I wanted before it took off. We go down to the 4 hour. We were bullish. This was the higher high and this down here was the higher low. We shifted structure and then created a pullback, but this pullback happened so far away from my area of interest, and I don't take trades this far away from my area of interest. I wanted for this pullback to be somewhere around here. And plus my take profit, I said it was gonna be somewhere around here on the daily time frame. Whenever we're above, it tends to go up. And if I took this trade at this 4 hour pullback somewhere around here, if I enter somewhere around here, my risk reward wasn't gonna be positive, and that's why I never took this trade, and the loss was avoided. GBPCHF weekly time frame, we were bearish and we still are. Lower low, lower high. And on the 4 hour, I anticipated for this to shift bearish. This was the lower, the higher high, and this down here was the higher low. To create a weekly top wick, price went up first. It went up first, and then I saw this beautiful head and shoulders, potential head and shoulders playing out on the 4 hour. There's two places you can enter on the head and shoulders. First one, it's right here at the potential right shoulder, and I say potential because it's not a confirmed right shoulder until we closed under here, and that's where I was looking for my sales. And the second place you can enter, it's at the retest of the neckline. When this already closed under this, you just wait for a pullback, retest the neckline of the head and shoulders, then look for your sales. We have created this beautiful bearish engulfing on the 4 hour. Had my alarm placed somewhere around here, got triggered but wasn't able to enter. I was knocked out, and since I never took this trade, I'ma just remove that risk reward, and this is no longer necessary. CAD, AUDCAD, what was I waiting for? AUDCAD, we were consolidating in between these two zones. Whenever price gets to this first area of interest, we sell, and price was right here on Sunday. I anticipated for this to sell just like how it has done in the past. Whenever we're at this area of interest, we sell. So I anticipated for this to sell. But to create the weekly wick, the top wick messed up the whole setup. Price went up first and then went down. I was no longer interested once we went up because the whole setup was ruined, and I never took any trades. Now I'm gonna just wait for this. I won't take any trades until this breaks under, retest, or gets away from this consolidation. NZDCAD weekly time frame was bullish. I was looking for a little day trade. All I was waiting for was for 4 hour to close above this little area of interest that I identify on the 1 hour. Whenever we are under it, price tends to go down. Whenever we're under, we sell. Whenever we're under, we sell, and whenever we're above it, we buy. We go up, and the 4 hour never closed above it. It did right here. It closed above it, but it was outside a London session. That's why I never took this. I never entered, and I avoided a loss. And we never closed above it again. Price just continued down. GBP, NZD, and USDCAD, the two counter trend trades I said I was going to be observing but not taking any trades on them, played out exactly how I said. Weekly time frame, we were slowing down. How do I know that? If we compare the sizes of the candles we were creating like 3 or 4 weeks ago compared to the candles that we're creating now, you can clearly see the difference. And on the 4 hour, we were bullish. Price was somewhere around here. I anticipated for this to close above this area of interest, retest, then go up. The pullback happened, but it wasn't that clean. It happened as a wick. And for those of you who don't know, a wick is also a pullback. For example, if we look at this wick that we created on the weekly time frame, the wick created a beautiful pullback on the daily time frame. Same thing, if we look at the wick that we created on the 4 hour, it created a pullback on the 1 hour. If you cut this trade, I have no idea how you did it. If I had this on my watch list, I would have been waiting for a deeper pullback into the zone. I guess you could have entered at this 1 hour engulfing and then put your stop loss somewhere around here and then take profit up here. If you got it, congratulations. I have no idea how you did it. USDCAD weekly time frame, same thing. We were slowing down. We go down to the 4 hour. 4 hour, whenever we are at this area of interest, we tend to go up. We go up, and then we go up, and whenever we get to this line, we sell. On the 1 hour, you can see it perfectly. We get to this zone, we go up, and on Sunday, price was somewhere around here. I anticipated for this to go up just like how it has done in the past. And on the 15 minute, I anticipated for this to shift structure. 15-minute was bearish, this was the lower high, and this down here was the lower low. I anticipated for this to close above the lower high, shifting bullish, then go up all the way to this line, and I was right. Played out exactly how I said. And if you were greedy and tried to hold past your take profit, you definitely got cooked. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss the next Sunday analysis. Let me know down in the comments how your week went, if you took any trades, and peace.